The Chris Brown-Rihanna saga is making headlines everywhere this morning. Joining us now is Steve Helling from People magazine, who has been following this story, and it is his story in this new edition of People magazine. Welcome, yes. Steve.
Welcome.
Okay, so yesterday, some shocking information coming forward. Chris Brown has been charged with 2 felonies,
right?
And it looks like he could spend 4 years behind bars.
It could be, because the attack was really severe, and the alleged attack. And right now, it's just, who knows what's going to happen. So,
well, the police report is pretty detailed.
It is very detailed. It paints a vivid picture, as you know, of basically him punching her while he's driving and putting her in a chokehold and her almost losing consciousness. And if that's all proven, that's going to be really hard for him to get out of.
Now, I know we've seen one of the pictures, but I hear there are more photos that are even more gruesome to look at.
There are more gruesome photos, which of course nobody wants to have those released, but those will detail all of her injuries.
And possibly corroborate with
yes.
the detective report. Let me ask you about this. Rihanna's lawyer says she requested there be no contact order.
Yes.
Which people are outraged about.
Absolutely. Well, normally in a situation like this, there's some sort of order of protection, some sort of restraining order, and there is none at Rihanna's request. And that's because we all know that she and Chris Brown are back together. They were in Miami last weekend. Their young love, I guess. And that comes as a surprise to her family.
Yeah, you were saying the family is outraged.
They're outraged. They didn't know. They did not know. You know, they'd been encouraging her, stay away from him. And the next thing you know, she went right back to him. And, you know, they're trying to get their mind around it, but she's sort of cut them off. She's not talking to them right now. So they're finding out all their news from the media.
So can the DA go forward with this case if they don't have her support?
They can, but it will make it much harder.
Okay.
You know, if they had her support, they could have her testimony and that type of thing. But you've seen the pictures, and the injuries speak for themselves.
Now, give us this kind of perspective, Steve, because a lot of people have come forward and said, hey, let's not rush to judgment. We've heard that Rihanna has been pretty physical. The two of them have been physical together. She could have instigated it. What do you know about their relationship?
Well, we do know that there have been other instances,
yeah.
And she says there have been other instances. But we don't know who starts it, who's the aggressor or whatever. We just know that it's toxic. There's a lot of fights going on.
Do we know who the text message was from that's at the center of all of this?
There's rumors, but we don't know for sure.
Okay. So. Now, what do you think is going to happen with both of them in their careers at this point?
You know, if you'd asked me before they got back together, I would say that Rihanna will have this outpouring of support, but she runs the risk of losing that right now with, you know, her going back to him makes people angry and kind of takes her from being a victim, even though she is, to maybe some sort of willing victim, and that's setting some people on edge.
Steve Helling, thank you so much. Your article coming out in People magazine featuring Rihanna and Chris Brown, the cover there, The Bachelor. So we will keep you posted throughout the morning. We want your reaction to this Rihanna-Chris Brown development as well. DailyBuzzNow.com.